Right now at 4 o'clock, new details in a misconduct investigation. Court documents say that surveillance cameras caught abuse at a Forney ISD school. And you've probably seen it by now. Video showing a North Texas boy caught in rough waters. How a teenage lifeguard saved his life. But first this afternoon, we start with a Richardson police car riddled with bullets following a chase involving a robbery suspect. Investigators now releasing new details at this hour. Welcome to WFAA News at 4 o'clock today. I'm Jason Wheeler. Police say officers shot at that car during the chase today, sending one suspect to the hospital. Brittany Costello shares what neighbors saw this morning.
Neighbors say police officers cleared out around 1 this afternoon. A big sigh of relief for people who describe a terrifying early morning. Many neighbors say they woke up to the sound of dozens of gunshots out here on Alpha Road near Hughes Lane.
This is what it looked like this morning. Richardson police say they were pursuing an aggravated robbery suspect who fired shots at them. You can see bullet holes in officers' vehicles and the suspect's black Jeep. But it actually started at a late-night restaurant in the Colony. You're looking at surveillance video from that business. They say the suspect was not a customer, but you see a black Jeep pull up to customers in the parking lot. The owner says he pulled a gun and demanded money. It's that video that led police through the Colony, Plano, Richardson, then eventually Dallas, where it ended in a shooting with the suspect. Neighbors say they were woken up around 2:30 this morning.
First couple gunshots, you'd be like, oh, is that what I'm hearing? And then you just constantly hear more and more and more. And you're just like, okay, this is going on. And so, at that point, duck down and just pray for the best.
Police have identified the suspect as 34-year-old Ryan Druin. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Richardson police say no officers were injured in this shooting. In Dallas, I'm Brittany Costello.
Fort Worth leaders just released the body camera video from two unrelated shootings involving their officers over the weekend. The first one was Saturday night near a motel in South Fort Worth. The second incident was early Sunday at an apartment on the west side of the city. Saturday, Fort Worth police officers say that they were trying to arrest a person wanted on a felony warrant when the suspect drove away, they say, starting a chase. Investigators say it ended in a parking lot where they say the suspect pulled what they thought was a gun. Officers fired, killing him. Fort Worth Police Chief Eddie Garcia says the department has sympathy for the families who lost loved ones in these events, but that the department stands with its officers. Scoop Jefferson will have more details on that other shooting coming up in just a little while on WFAA News at 5 o'clock. 34 people have died after Japan was hit by a 6.8 magnitude earthquake earlier this week. You see some of the damage right there. Rescuers are now battling extreme heat as they continue to search for survivors, people who might still be trapped under some of that rubble there. Let's talk about our weather here in North Texas. We got that extreme heat here as well.
Yeah, how many days can we put this where it's triple digits almost every day? Now, last day of July is tomorrow. Okay. And we're going to call this July Fry, 103.
I don't like the sound of this.
I don't either. 103 tomorrow, and then we get a cold front. Okay, don't get your hopes way up.
I'm
though.
not.
It drops us just a few degrees.
Hey, we'll take it though.
We'll take it.
Is something.
We don't want to scare this off. Let me show you right now though. The reason we are so warm and quiet is this. Take a look at this oppressive heat dome, this ridge, this summer-like ridge we talk about. Well, it's encapsulating all of West Texas and the desert Southwest. And this is the spot, not only is there high pressure sitting right over us as the Earth spins, but this is the spot on the Earth that is tilting closest to the sun right now. Northern hemisphere, it's summer, tilting in towards the sun. And this spot, all the high pressure, it just so happens to be over us. Plenty of thunderstorms riding the eastern sides, riding right around it like a hill. They're falling down the eastern sides of this. But for us, no chance we're going to see any help and relief from this. But the cold front, maybe a shower to the east. I'll show you that in a second. Heat advisory through 8 o'clock tomorrow now. So heat index values as high as 109. We've seen some spots pass above that. I know we love to see that. Heat index right now, 107 in McKinney, 104 Hillsboro, 109 Corsicana. Very hot out there. Take breaks. Preview of what I'm going to show you coming up, though. We haven't seen one of these in a while. There's a cold front. Here we are late tomorrow night into Saturday morning. Could we squeeze out a raindrop? Maybe our southern counties, you have a better shot. Coming up, we'll tell you where those temperatures go. You will feel a difference. We'll talk about that and maybe some gusty winds that could help us out. More coming up in a bit. Jason.
All right, Colin, we'll check in here again soon. New today now, an arrest warrant obtained by WFAA is shedding more light now on alleged misconduct that led to multiple Forney ISD employees being removed from their positions. In the document, Texas Rangers say that they viewed surveillance video from Crosby Elementary that showed 45-year-old Jonathan Michael harming students in the classroom. Videos reportedly showing Michael pushing one student into a bookshelf and pinning another to the ground with his knee. Again, those are the accusations here. He was arrested in May and taken to jail. Officials say that aides and the school's principal were also removed as part of the investigation. There is new economic fallout after the U.S. launched a new heavy wave of strikes against Iran. The government says these were retaliatory strikes that came after Iran targeted American forces in the region in a surprise attack. This new video shows a plume of smoke rising from a southern Iranian city in the aftermath of those latest strikes.
We're going to be hitting them very hard because it's our turn to hit them. They know it's coming. They're asking us not to do it.
Meantime, the price of oil is up once again, trading near $90 a barrel. The average price for a gallon of regular gas has gone back up as well. That's sitting at $4.08 nationally, according to Gas Buddy. Stocks attempted a rebound today, though. Thank goodness you can probably look at your 401k again today. The Dow on Wednesday saw the worst sell-off in more than a year. It was a nasty day yesterday. Republican senators are delaying a key vote to confirm President Trump's pick for Attorney General, and Texas Senator John Cornyn is among those who say they have concerns about President Trump suing the IRS over leaking his tax records, and they have one request here. ABC's Jay O'Brien has that.
This was a major setback for President Trump's handpicked choice for Attorney General Todd Blanche. The Senate Judiciary Committee postponing a critical vote on Blanche's confirmation that was set for today over the objections of two key Republican senators, John Cornyn of Texas and Tom Tillis of North Carolina. Both senators say they have concerns about an agreement President Trump struck with his own IRS after he sued that agency over the leaking of his tax records. And the senators say they want to see in writing assurances from the Justice Department that a $1.8 billion weaponization fund, so-called anti-weaponization fund that would have used taxpayer money to pay out claims to Trump's political allies, is officially dead, as the acting Attorney General Blanche has said. They also want the IRS to narrow the scope of an immunity agreement it struck with President Trump, his family, and their businesses. Now, Cornyn says that Blanche, who used to be the president's former lawyer, has not fully met his demands. We've learned that overnight, yet another piece of paper was sent with possible concessions from the Justice Department to Tillis and Cornyn, trying to break this logjam. But it's worth pointing out, President Trump has very little leverage over these two senators because Tillis is not running for re-election and Cornyn lost to a Trump-backed primary challenger just a few months ago. Jay O'Brien, ABC News, the Capitol.
Back here in North Texas now, a Dallas boy is safe after getting caught up in dangerous surf in California. By now, I know you've probably seen this video repeatedly. In it, you can see the 10-year-old fighting those waves at a beach in Santa Cruz. Really dangerous situation there. 16-year-old rookie lifeguard Ryder Williams rushing into the ocean there to help. He ended up saving the boy with the help of bystanders. Just an amazing job done by him there. The boy's father recounted that scary moment with ABC.
He still seems shaken up. I mean, this is a traumatic experience. It's a near-death experience. I think he probably, from what I gathered, he assumed he was going to die. He was drowning. He knew he was drowning. He blacked out. He went unconscious.
That memory will be with him for life. The father of the teenage lifeguard also praising his son's heroic actions. Again, a rookie lifeguard. Just an amazing job. Well, when you're hunting for work, it is hard to know if you're doing the right things. I sat down with a Texas-based expert from Indeed.com to maybe help you get ahead on that front. It's coming up next when we get right on the money. Also, DFW is hot, and no, not just because it's July. We expected all that. New data now points to this area as the most popular place to move. We'll get into that coming up.